What is up, everyone? I'm Mikro and welcome to another episode of Reaction Videos. Today I'll be checking out the new single from Dimmu Borgir. Before I dive into that, guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell down below. So it's been actually like 8 years or something like that since Dimmu Borgir released their last album. And now they are back with a new single and a new album announcement as well. Grand Serpent Rising is coming out May 22nd, I believe, through Nuclear Blast, and they just released a new single of, I don't even know if I'm gonna pronounce the name correctly, Ulvgjeld, and I don't know how the end is pronounced, and on, I don't know, BLODSODEL, but yeah, I'm really excited about this one. As I said, it's been a while since they released anything new, so let's check it out, guys. Without further ado, new single from Dimmu Borgir. I'm not gonna even try with the name again, so let's check it out. Gotta have snakes. This is definitely an eerie intro. So we're building up. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna understand any word of this, but definitely sounds like Chagrat. Interesting chorus with the choir. I love that the verses are more like in sort of like a rock and roll style, I guess. Combined with Chagrat's vocals. piano is definitely taking a lead here. Okay. Now we're crossing over to the black metal stuff. Also, I don't know if it's me, but I feel like the drums are a little bit quiet at some sections. Alright, so that was a little new single from Dimmu Borgir. I was about to say latest, but we can say it's new since, as I said, it's been like 8 years since their last album. So what can I say? I can't really say that I was ever like a huge Dimmu Borgir fan or anything like that, but I do like their previous stuff, especially like the Death Cult Armageddon, some albums before that, and some of the singles after as well. But yeah, lately they've been sort of like inconsistent when it comes to releasing albums. Is there's been a longer period of time between album releases, especially between this one and before Aeon. I believe there was also a time gap between albums. So yeah, sometimes that can, I don't know, maybe like lose interest in listeners, I guess. I don't know, but it can also create an excitement, since the band has been gone for a couple of years, where they have been active. Obviously, they've been doing live shows and stuff like that. But when it comes to an album releases, it can get exciting to see where the and band is going with their sonic direction now, as opposed to like 8 years ago with their previous album. So obviously with this song, they are still like trying to push forward, going with more like grandiose orchestral type of thing that they've been doing when it comes to their version of or interpretation, or artistic interpretation of black metal or whatever. They are definitely one of the bands that is more like out there, more open to expand their sound, I guess. Not just doing everything the same, just the same old black metal riffs and stuff like that. But they are definitely more out there, like more symphonic oriented, um more grandiose, more epic when it comes to making songs nowadays. And yeah, this one further proves my point, I guess. But overall, it wasn't a bad song. I like the intro to it. Obviously, the verses are actually pretty cool. Like as I said, like sounding more like rockish, rock and rollish, I guess. But yeah, it creates a whole other dynamic of when it kicks into the chorus. I guess so. Yeah, definitely adds a little bit of flair into the song. But yeah, overall, I feel like the song is actually a little bit more symphonic than I would hope so. I guess. Even in certain parts, especially like the ending part of the song, I feel like even the drums were a little bit like drowned out in the mix, as everything else was just took over. You couldn't even hear like I mean, you could hear the vocals, but they are also like lower in the mix. So overall, I feel like those symphonic elements are overpowering the song for some reason. And some of the things you want to hear, like maybe like more of a guitar or drums or vocals or even bass is almost like non-existent for at this point. I can't tell you any particular moment where I thought like, oh, this bass line is actually pretty cool or something like that, but I don't even recall like hearing the bass. But yeah, it might be just a mixing problem, or I don't know. It's maybe because there's too much stuff happening, as I said, when it comes to like these symphonic elements, and obviously like choir implemented in the chorus as well or throughout the song. So sometimes, I don't know. It can be a bit too much, I guess. I'm always, all for the echo experimentation, evolving the sound. Obviously, I don't like to listen to the same song from, my favorite bands over and over. I like when bands are actually evolving and, adding more stuff to their sound or expanding their sound. But sometimes when you add too much things into the mix, it can create sort of like a different effect, at least for me. So sometimes I go for the stuff when, less is more. So sometimes using less stuff to enhance all the other stuff can be more beneficial than, throwing all these symphonic elements of, all these other instruments and choirs and stuff like that, that can be sometimes overwhelming. So I don't know, it was a great song. Nothing about it, I don't know, particular that would maybe like, want me to go back and listen to their old stuff or stuff like that. But I don't know, it wasn't a bad song, but nothing that really hyped me up. I don't usually like give bad opinions or anything like that, but it's just my honest opinion on this song. It doesn't mean that the rest of the album is going to be bad by any means. But even, when I'm not like fully into it. At the first beginning, I still give them a try, and obviously, like once the album comes out, I want to hear the song in the context of the album. It might add a whole different perspective for me, or when I listen to the full album. So hopefully, my opinion will change. Once the album comes out, or maybe even the next singles are going to be completely different, and they might blow me away. So time will tell. So hoping for that, but we will see. So. As I said, not a bad song, but nothing in particular that would, keep me for or wanting me to go back to listen to it again right away. So hopefully over time I'll either grow on me, or we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a chance once the album comes out again. So we'll see what happens then. But that being said, guys, let me know what you think about the song in the comments down below. Do you like this new single from Dimmu Borgir, or do you prefer stuff that they've done in the past? Let me know how you feel about this one in the comment section. As always, all the important links you're gonna find in the description below the video, such as a link for the official video we just checked out, links to where you can follow the band, where you can pre-order their upcoming new album, Grand Serpent Rising, and yeah, links where you can follow their socials, where you can follow their label, and of course, links where you can follow me on my socials as well. Guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell down below, and once again, thank you guys for taking the time of your day to check out this video. Take care of each other, and I will be seeing you again. Cheers.